The Nothing Phone 3 is here. Let's unbox it. What's up, internet? I'm Brian MacDuff, aka BMAC, and welcome to another video. So yes, indeed, Nothing Phone 3. I know, I look a little disheveled. I'm in desperate need of a shave. I was just traveling for the last week, and this was waiting for me at my doorstep. So I didn't even care how I looked. I just knew I gotta unbox it. So that is what we are going to do, but first things first, I do need to give a huge thank you and a shout out to Nothing for actually sending out a Nothing Phone 3 for me to be able to check out, use, and enjoy. So Nothing, thank you. I appreciate you. But with that having been said, let's get into the unboxing right now. Quick look at the box, you can see what the Nothing Phone 3 looks like on the back there. A topic of controversy, I know. Some people really don't like how this looks, but I will be the judge of that. But you can see your 3 cameras right there. The new glyph interface, which is much different than it was before. Very excited to check that out. But besides that, Nothing logo on the bottom left. Phone 3 on the bottom, nothing on the top, sides, or bottom. Well, little something on the bottom, continuation of the photo. But besides that, on the back, some IMEI, serial number information, all that good stuff, and a little a tab to untab. I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep, okay? Bear with me. A tab to untab, but you don't care about any of that. You want me to just to do the thing. You want me to unbox it, so let's go. And that's all there is to it. Pop that out. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. I'm gonna get this all ready to go. Almost there. The Nothing Phone 3, and what I'm assuming are some different kind of packets of information over here to the right. We'll take a closer look at the phone itself in a minute, but first we do have a little welcome message right there. Love that. Nothing, certainly making you feel welcomed into the Nothing community. But let's do this. Let's take the Phone 3 without cheating, without looking at it quite yet. We're gonna put it off to the side real quick, see what else comes in the box. Also in the box, on this right side of the box, you are gonna see, a bunch of things. First and foremost, you do have included a case. Very rare to have a case included with your phone. So nice little touch there from Nothing. It is gonna be your bendable plastic see-through material for a case. Also in the box, you are gonna see a SIM card ejection tool. Always good to have one of these around. And then also a USB-C to USB-C cable, which is a very cool looking USB-C to USB-C cable. I know that sounds like bougie of me. A cool looking USB-C cable. It is. Take a closer look at that see-through Nothing aesthetic you have at the end of the cable, at both ends of the cable for that matter. The little subtleties, man, I love it. In addition to that, you are also gonna notice you do now have some energy certification as part of the EU standards and regulations of incorporating the grading behind the energy efficiency, drop protection, battery, IP ratings, all that. It's now on a little info sheet. And then you will also see a Nothing Phone 3 quick start safety warranty information guide, all that warranty information, everything you could probably want to know right there. Read through that if you want. But that is all. That comes in the box. That SIM card tool went flying. Now for a closer look at the device itself. The Nothing Phone 3. I'm gonna turn it over and witness it in person for the first time. The Nothing Phone 3 with some outer paper to remove, so let's do that. There it is again! The Nothing Phone 3. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm gonna be honest. First impressions, it looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna look. I'm being serious here. It is very hard to see on camera, but you could really appreciate in person this see-through back aesthetic here with some of those internal components there. It does look better in person, it really does. And this is complemented with some metal framing here. So that's gonna be a silver metal framing. You got your volume up and volume down buttons on the left side. And on the right side, you're gonna notice you do have your essential key as well as your power button. You're gonna notice some microphone and speaker cutouts throughout, as well as your SIM card ejection tray that is still incorporated in the Nothing Phone 3. and your USB-C port right there. And then we didn't even point it out yet, but that is the new glyph interface right there. It is much different than just the LED lighting that we had on the previous generations. This is different now. This is like a glyph LED matrix, so very cool. I'm gonna put that to the side. So I'm gonna show you that, but first we gotta turn this thing on. Let's do it. Boom. Nothing. And we are now at the Nothing OS 3.0 Hello Welcome screen. I'm not gonna bore you through the setup process. I'm snapping my fingers, it's all gonna be done. Boom, it's done. The Nothing Phone 3 being turned on and used for the first time. But, of course, we gotta try this glyph matrix here on the back. So I'm gonna flip the phone around, and you can actually turn it on through this little touch-sensitive button that is on the back of the Nothing phone. So let's do it for the first time together. Whew. The glyph matrix. Oh, there's the glyph matrix. The glyph matrix, and I believe you could actually toggle into some kind of glyph games here. If you go through these are gonna be fun. What was that, spin the bottle? I could play spin the bottle with myself down here apparently. Don't know what that one is, but there's another look at the glyph matrix. You could actually use this now beyond just trying to kind of guess what the LED lights are on the back of the Nothing phone. Now that you have this glyph matrix, as you can clearly see, just by looking right now, you can see, for example, the time. But the point is that you have the ability of customizing these to give you the opportunity to actually have more information that is more easily and quickly accessible on the back of the device if you consistently want to put your display down. But that's my summary. Initial thoughts, the back, not nearly as ugly as you probably thought. I actually don't mind it at all. It looks better in person. And the glyph matrix, pretty cool. Very bright, brighter than I thought it was gonna be. That's also a nice little plus. But that is the unboxing of the Nothing Phone 3. And if you're not yet already doing so, make sure you smash that subscribe button with all notifications turned on so that when the full review video for the Nothing Phone 3 drops on this channel, you'll be one of the first to see it. And as always, for the latest deals, prices, promos, and information for the Nothing Phone 3, you can of course always head to my affiliate link, bmac.link/phone3, or of course, as always, there are gonna be clickable links in the video description box and in the comment section below, so check those out. First thing I'm gonna do is try out this glyph matrix. We are apparently playing spin the bottle right now, so might as well, let's spin that bottle, see where it lands, see who I'm gonna end up kissing. It is going to be myself. I now need to kiss myself, apparently. I guess I'm gonna go do that. I will see you guys in my next video.